What's going on, everybody? So, I just wanted to make a video about my experiences with Tesla.
Half mile. Turn left on Columbia
Tesla
Turnpike,
Solar,
then
to be a
exit
little
right.
more specific. Several years ago, my folks had panels installed on their home, solar panels installed on their home, and they purchased this package from a company called Solar City. They purchased a 20-year package for $10,000 cash. The service is supposed to include an inspection of the roof before the panels are installed, a warranty throughout the duration that the panels are installed on the house for the next 20 years, and the warranty also covered 10 years after the panels were removed, because they were going to be filling in a whole bunch of holes. So they had to repair the roof, and an additional 10-year warranty was going to be added to it, or was a part of it. So Solar City sold out to Tesla.
Take the exit on the right.
When Tesla
west toward Albany.
purchased Solar City, all of the contracts were void. At least that's from my understanding. That's what I'm getting out of it now. 2 years ago, my mom's roof started leaking while it was still under warranty. And by this time, Tesla had bought Solar City, and Tesla was not cooperating or helping my mom in any way, shape, or form. And it had gotten to the point where the roof had started leaking so bad that part of the ceiling caved in inside the house. Water was coming out of a light fixture, and Tesla didn't care. They told her it was entirely up to her to hire another contractor to remove the solar panels off the house, and it was up to her to pay to have her own roof repaired. They were no longer honoring any warranties given by Solar City. So my mom, being the person that she is, said okay, and kind of just bent over and took it. A year and a half later, the panels had still not been reinstalled on the house because, once again, Tesla was refusing to take responsibility. So I don't know what the hell happened, but they decided to pick up where they left off. And now, my mom passed away 2 months ago, and the solar panels had been sitting behind her house for the last year and a half. So she had paid all this money to have the solar service, only to be abandoned. 2 days ago, I noticed that all of the solar panels had been moved from around behind the home to where they had been stacked to alongside of the house, which was closer to the road. And now I'm thinking somebody's screwing around. I got the neighbors looking out, but somebody had moved the panels closer to the road, and in my mind, somebody just put them all there so they can come back in the middle of the night and take them. So I started stacking the panels up in my garage, and I saw one of the neighbors walking his dogs, and I asked him, have you seen anybody around here? He said, yeah, there was, Tesla was here. Really? I said, well, what were they doing? He said they came by to put the panels on the roof. He went out and talked to them. He said they came out to put the panels on the roof, and the neighbor had mentioned that it was supposed to start raining, so they just packed up and left, leaving everything on the side of the house. So I called Tesla. After an hour and 15 minutes of being on hold, I finally got somebody, only to be transferred again and put on hold for another 45 minutes. And when I finally got to speak with somebody, they had told me that they're refusing to end the contract. I had let them know both my parents have passed away, and they need to come and pick up their solar panels. Contract's over. The panels are already off the house, as they already knew. Just come pick them up. And they told me they are not willing to end the contract, that they weren't even honoring. but they're sticking it to me. According to Tesla, they are refusing to come and pick up their solar panels, and it is up to either the next homeowner when we sell the house is getting sold. So it's either up to the next property owner to take on the responsibility of the panels. Otherwise, the responsibility falls on the next of kin. Guess who that is? So I'd let them know, I'm not taking responsibility. I'm not allowing them to be reinstalled on the roof because I don't want the damage done to the roof. And I don't want this holding up the sale of the house. And they just don't care. They're insisting on coming back to reinstall the panels, so I had let them know. In your notes in the computer, here's something you can note down. I have taken the bag left behind with the tools and the hardware to reinstall the panels. They're no longer there. I have taken all of the solar panels, and they are locked up inside the house. So when the contractors come back to reinstall the panels, they're just not going to be there. And I also let her know the next phone call they receive, unfortunately, is going to have to be from my lawyer, which sucks because that's $400 an hour that this guy charges. It took me a long time just to get rejected. So according to Tesla, death is not the end of the contract. The responsibility falls on the next of kin. This is just a warning to everybody out there who is trying to get involved with anything Tesla. I have heard nightmare stories about people trying to get their cars repaired from Tesla. They won't allow, Tesla itself will not allow a repair shop, an unregistered Tesla repair shop, to make repairs to a vehicle. They will drop the owner's warranty and leave the owner on their own if somebody goes and has somebody else touch one of their fucking cars. The only people who can work on a Tesla vehicle are the Tesla dealers. I don't know where any of those are. I've never seen one. From what I understand, you have to order one online. But the only way to get it repaired is to bring it to a registered repair shop or a dealer through Tesla. That doesn't exist. Not where I live, anyway. Just so many nightmare stories about Tesla. So this is just a warning to everybody. If you're considering getting Tesla solar panels, I wouldn't recommend it. I'd highly advise against it. When the Solar City people sat down with my parents, they gave them a song and dance and made everything sound absolutely beautiful. Told them they weren't going to be getting an electric bill anymore, and as a matter of fact, they were going to be getting checks from the power supply company because of all the power that they were going to be pumping into the system with these new solar panels. What a crock of shit. Lies. Their bill was still pretty high. Yeah. So, just a warning. Wanted to give everybody a heads up. If you're thinking of dealing with Tesla, I would highly advise recommending against it and going to look for another source of whatever you're trying to get into, whether it be a car, solar panel, fucking satellite, which sucks because I was really looking forward to their satellite internet. I've been dealing with satellite internet for years now, and it's a horrible service. The cable company that services my area has a contract with the to not allow anybody else come in and run their lines through. And according to the local, who the hell is it? Time Warner, here where I live. According to Time Warner, if I want to get cable or internet through their company, all I would have to do is make a small donation of $116,000 to get a juncture box installed at the line that runs across the road from my house. These companies are something else, man. But anyway, I didn't come here to talk about that. I came here to talk about Tesla. So again, I'm going to end it here. If if anybody here is thinking about getting anything Tesla, solar, car, satellite, I would just highly advise against it, man, because they're going to give you a screw-in and they're not going to give you any lubrication, and it's not going to feel good in the end. I promise. On that note, I'm going to end it. What a shit show. All right, everybody. Much love. I'll talk to y'all soon.